Hi everybody, it's Heidi with the Weathered Fence Post. Welcome to our channel. If you're new here, my husband Steve and I are resellers in the Raleigh, Garner, North Carolina area, and we have two booths, one at Antiques at Gresham Lake in North Raleigh and one at Collected Treasures in Garner. We don't sell online, we just sell in our booths because we have full-time jobs and we probably wouldn't be able to manage it very well. So we have made the decision just to sell in booths for right now. Mostly what we like to do is take you out hunting with us to find the treasures, but we also do these haul videos to show you what we got. So today is a haul video. We're going to go over everything that we found when we went hunting with our good friend Kelly and Joanne from Bat Thrift Crazy. We went to the Winston-Salem Goodwill outlet bins, and we went to the Goodwill store itself. It's connected right to the bins. And then on the way back, I think we stopped at one other place. That was it. I believe that was it. Had lunch and we wrapped it up from there. It was a long day, but we had a great time. And oh, we went to the bins in Durham. We went to the Durham bins first. Got a few things there. But anyway, table's full. I got all kinds of things to go over with you, so let's get at it. I think we're going to start with some scarves that I found there and then move into some other linens that I found. This first scarf, I think there's a name for this style, but I can't remember what it's called, but I really love the colors. They're very vibrant. It does look like it has the rolled edges that are so important in a scarf. Maybe not, maybe it's stitched. But in really good condition. There was that scarf. There's several scarves there. This one is actually an Avon scarf, which I thought was kind of cool. It says Avon right on it. I thought that was pretty neat. It says 100% acetate and it's made in Japan. That's the scarf. Great colors, in great condition. This one, I think, was silk. Again, looks like rolled edges on it. I love the look on it. And I'm not seeing a tag, so I don't know. It feels like silk to me. Really pretty colors on that one. Love this one for the fall. Look at this. Beautiful colors with fall leaves, and it does have a tag. Actually, it has it had a little signature, and I think I picked that up. It said Symphony, I believe is what that says. Yeah, it says Symphony. And then the tag, there is the tag. Made in Italy. Really gorgeous scarf for the fall. So grab that. Joanne grabbed this and asked me if I wanted it. And I said sure. It's a really pretty dresser skirt or dresser, I don't know what you call them, dresser skirts, is that what they're called? But I love the lacing on the side, and it had this matching, this was so cute, this matching, this goes on a tissue box, has elastic there, and then this is the top where you get your tissues out. So I thought that was really adorable. I don't think I've ever seen one of those before, and then look at all the detail on it. Very pretty. Also found this. This is just the top part. It's not finished. It's not a finished quilt. This is just the top. There's a name for that. I'll have to stop and look that up, but here's the back side of it. So you can see all the squares have been stitched together, but this has not been added to the backing of the quilt. But look at the design on this. I think I see some dogs, all kinds of flowers. There's some leaves. Just very, very pretty. There are lots of people who will buy this and they'll use those in a project they're working on. They'll cut those out and use them in a project they're working on. So I have sold just pieces like this before in the booth. So we will go ahead and put that in the booth. And you did see me find this, and it is absolutely beautiful. So far, I haven't found any stains, but I do see a little bit of, looks like it's coming apart there on the edge, but that's okay. That's forgivable because overall it is in great condition. And you know, I won't put a humongous price on it in the booth. Yeah, because there is another little spot there. So there is along the edges, it looks like there's a little bit of damage, but I still will put this in the booth. And as Joanne says, you put an as-is price on it. I won't probably point out where every piece of damage is. They'll have to look it over. But, oh, so pretty. Also had some books that I found. I'm always going to pick up books. This is David and the Phoenix. This is from 1958. I don't know if you see it there. This was a children's weekly reader. So that's from 1958. This one is the Holy Bible. Here's the side. And I just love this. It's absolutely beautiful. It's from 1901. I mean, it's from 1901. Isn't that just amazing? And it was in the bins. And it does have some writing in it right there. I think the years were 1996, so somebody gave this to somebody in 1996, but this other piece here says 1931. So just, oh, just beautiful. And I don't see any pictures in this Bible. It does say ABS on the back. So, loved that. And along that line, you saw me, I picked up this Webster's Dictionary. Wait a minute, does this say Webster's? No, this says the New University's Dictionary. It doesn't say Webster's. Interesting. I'll have to see if it says Webster in there at all. But I think what I loved about it is it had like these color pictures in the front. Those are like different types of wood grain. Here's some, it looks like pheasants. I don't want to bend it too much and have it fall apart, but here's the Woolworth building in New York. So it had things like that, and then of course the whole interior. But this book, I think I looked it up in the video, it was like 1916 if I remember correctly. So another antique. So two antique books. Yeah, 1916. It does say Editor-in-Chief George Hager. So interesting, not the Webster's Dictionary. I find that quite interesting. But wow, isn't this fantastic? The age on this book, I love this. I think that was probably one of my favorite finds. I found this lad, a dog. Look how beautiful the graphics are on that. Look at that. Look at the color on that. It's just beautiful. Now the inside, well, there is some color pages. Okay, I was going to say the inside is black and white, but I do see some color pages in there. And I think this was the 50s, if I remember correctly. Nope, 1971. 1971 on this book, but in really good condition. Nice book. I just love finding good books. This is the very first shoe book by by the Pulitzer Prize winning cartoonist Jeff McNally. So I have bought books like this before that are cartoon books, and they actually do sell. People do enjoy them. So I grabbed that. Grabbed this for myself. Indian tribes, southwestern Indian tribes. I'm always interested in the history and learning more and more and more about the tribes in the Southwest. So this was for me. You saw this book in the video that had my year of birth in it as part of our find. We were supposed to find, if you didn't watch the previous video, on that hunt at the bins, we were supposed to find something with our year of birth in it. We were supposed to find some type of money, whether it be a coin or a dollar, and where you would look for that would be like in purses or in pockets or whatever, and a button that was not attached to a piece of clothing. And I was the only one that found anything, and I found this. That was it, something with my year of birth in it. But none of us found buttons that were loose, or the coin I could understand might be a little more difficult. But anyway, we just try to make it more fun when we're hunting. Not that it isn't fun already, right? It's already really fun. Look at this great book, Little Sir Galahad. It's awesome. Cover's great on it. Let's see what year this one was from. 1914. Again, another antique book in really good condition. Why do people send these to the bins? And this is The Nun. And oh, look at the writing. Look at the handwriting in that. Is that not phenomenal? Who writes this from? It says Jeannie, I don't know if this says Crutz, Salisbury, North Carolina. And then something West Virginia, from 1908. 1908. This book's from 1908. Wait a minute. Hold on. I saw that said 1908. I just wanted to make sure this wasn't a signed copy by the artist, so it wasn't. But very cool. The Odyssey of Homer. Thought that was awesome. And this one is from, I think this was newer if I remember correctly. Yeah, 1950. That's newer, 1950. And then these are definitely newer. But a lot of people do like these books. I actually have the Four Agreements. And I don't think I have this one. As far as pottery, didn't do so great on the pottery. I love looking for pottery, and when I get to the western part of this, closer to the western part of the state, that's not completely in the west, but when I get out that direction, I'm always hoping to find some cool pottery. Didn't do as good. Now we did find this. You saw how I kind of laughed at this piece. I kind of wonky, right? But cool. I mean, I think it's kind of cool the way that it is on its own. Kind of almost looks like a mummy. Kind of looks like it could be a mummy. But I mean, that's it's not done very well, is it? I don't think it's signed. I don't really see a signature on it, but I think it's cool looking. Sometimes these pieces that are student pottery pieces come out kind of neat in their own unique way, and I do like that piece. I like the colors on it too. The other piece that I really fell in love with was this, and I thought this was fantastic. I love that it's all leaves, and it almost, when you get up close to it, it almost looked like it had some raku on it. I thought maybe there was some raku finish on it there. It does have a signature on the bottom that says, I think that says J, let's see, J Magoni or Magont. I've started looking into it. I haven't found anything on it yet, but I really loved the look of it. Now look what happened. This was in perfect condition with nothing wrong with it, and I went back and forth because the price was high. It was $10, and I thought, for resale, I'm right in there pretty deep with it. But I went ahead with it because I just thought it was so unique and so beautiful. And on the way out of the store, that finial thing back there, I think you call them finials. I'm probably saying the wrong thing, but I didn't have it secured in the car, and it fell over and it hit the edge of this, and it did chip it. Now, if you're looking at the piece straight on, you can't see it. It's only when you look underneath, and it did damage it enough I couldn't glue it back together. I'm going to still try to sell it as is. I am going to point out where the damage is so somebody doesn't have to look and try to find it, but I am going to try to sell it as is because I do think it's pretty fantastic. And Kelly and Joanne had found these, I think they're like a fiberglass, these peppers, at the bins at Durham. And I'm just going to go ahead and put these in there with it. Throw them in with the price. I think they look good together and make a nice little arrangement for somebody. So we'll see how it does. I'll let you know. I'm not breaking these out from I found this at this bin or that bin or at the store itself. I'll just tell you, for the whole day I think I spent $100 on everything that I'm showing you here. Most of it I pulled out of the bins, but I did get quite a few things at the retail store right next door to the bins. And that leaf pottery bowl was one of them, and then this is and these are called, I just looked it up, these are called finials or obelisk, a finial obelisk. This one is actually listed on Etsy for like $40. I'm shocked. So I've got this one. I love the look of it. And then this one I thought went real nice with it. So these two I think will go really well together. I'm just going to do it sideways so you can kind of see the whole thing. Also saw this gourd or pumpkin, whichever you want to call it. Kind of has like almost like a leafing over top of it, and it's like a gold and green and almost like a metallic look to it. Very nice for the fall. And then these two candlesticks, I really loved the look of these. Aren't those cool? So I think all those would be really nice together in the booth. We are pretty much in full swing fall in one of our booths. In one of our booths, it paces a little bit sooner than our other booth, which is fine with me. It actually makes it a little bit easier for me to be able to manage switching booths over, because it's a lot of work if you own a booth, you know what I'm talking about. It takes a lot of work to switch a season over. So at Collected Treasures, it usually starts a little sooner than at Antiques at Gresham Lake. No problem with that. So we are in full swing fall there. I did pick up this coffee shop piece, and my hairstylist, which I'm going to see Friday, she's already spoken for this, so I'm going to be taking this to Michelle. Michelle, it's coming to you. Michelle has been one of our greatest supporters in our business. We've been doing this business for almost 10 years, and she's been with us through the whole thing, always supporting us and sharing us with everybody. And she always gives us stuff too, so we love to give her stuff back. Look at this gorgeous horse picture. I love this. I absolutely love this. I could not leave this behind. And I can't wait to put this in the booth. I think somebody is going to really appreciate this. It is so pretty. It's got all the fall tones, but it's also just great for anybody that, you know, decorates with any type of farmhouse or ranch or equestrian. I mean, it's so pretty. Can't say enough about it. Another great fall piece that I found, and some people are doing, it's a couple videos back, many of you actually have looked at it already, the adding ghosties to a fall picture. I picked this up. I'm not going to add ghosties to this because I've already done that. But this is the kind of picture that people are grabbing to do that with. But I love this. This is just a beautiful fall scene with the brook and the trees. It's framed nicely. Love that piece. I'm trying to break this up kind of in categories a little bit. I think it helps me remember to make sure I've gone over everything. This I know I found this at the Durham bins. I'm pretty sure I did. And what I liked about it is that it was cherry. It is a cherry bowl. But it's not in the greatest condition. But what Joanne said to me, she said some people use these for mushroom tops, like to do a mushroom. They make a little mushroom out of it. I'm just going to use this candlestick as kind of an example, to give you an example, and put them in their garden. So that's something I could do, but I might be able to clean up any of the scuffing in here. Sometimes I can get that cleaned up good and it doesn't matter. Picked up several baskets in Durham. I like this one. Again, thinking about fall, I really feel like it's got a nice fall theme, and I like that it was kind of footed. Had those on the bottom. And it's a good size. Could tuck, you know, this would be great in a bathroom. Tuck some towels in there. Nice little size. I thought this was a cute basket. It definitely needs some dusting, which I can do that easily with a paintbrush or a toothbrush and gently dust off all the nooks and crannies. But look at the contrast there in the weaving. But this is, you know, made out of very natural twig. It's like a twig basket is what I would call it. Actually done very well. I might have to Google that one. And another one that's kind of a natural fiber twig type basket. Look at this. It looks like it has like, is that like moss or some type of like wheat or something? I don't know. I really thought this was done well too. Again, breaking my rules. I got something with a handle, but it was too good to pass up. And that's kind of the interior. That looks like a corn husk, and then maybe some type of, I don't know, some type of wild field flower type thing. And then it's, the work on this is amazing, and the layering on this, very interesting basket to me. And then you saw, I'm kind of doing containers. You saw that I found this at the Winston-Salem bin. This is like the second thing I found there. This was made in America. I can get this all cleaned up. It may have some rusty spots or some pitting in it, but overall, I think it's in really good condition, and it's a great brass planter. I do think I did pretty good at really trying to focus in on picking up the warm tones and those things that we're going to really enjoy now that the fall season is going to start to approach us. It's not here yet where we're at. It's quite warm still, but it, you know, people do like to start gathering the things that they're going to want to use for their decorating. So I did focus on warm tones, fall items, crafty things, cozy things, all the cozy things. So I did find this fish mold, this copper fish mold. Picked that up. I did pick this up. Now these actually do pretty well, these bundt cakes, these bundt pans in our booth. They don't sell like that, but they always do sell. And some people put them on their wall. They look for different colored ones to add to a collection. Some people use them as the base to do a floral arrangement in, especially around the fall. So I definitely grabbed this white one. Thought that would be nice. It could even be turned into a pumpkin if you're creative enough. This I thought was really cool. It's like this, I don't know, wrought iron or metal, really heavy metal. It needs to be cleaned. Spoon. It does have a little marking. It says 44, I think. I don't know if I can get that to focus in or not. I don't know what that says there, but I don't know if it's handmade, hand forged, but I thought that was really, you know, rustic and cool. I have no idea what this is. Is it for honey? Is it for rolling dough somehow or something? What, does anybody know what this is for? I just thought it was a kind of a neat piece. And then I found all these little, they're like X's. They look like little X's, and they look like they have a hole in them. So you could string these along. If you were making some type of fall garland, you could add these to the garland, and you got like a country, there was 5 of them, like a country accent to your garland. I always do pick up ribbon. I don't know why I do. I have a great big bin full of it, but you know, it's nice at Christmas to wrap the presents and really fancy them up with some ribbon. And if I can get it at the bins cheap, it just makes the Christmas presents so much prettier. So I picked up this green roll of ribbon. And then this is a beautiful fall roll of ribbon, which, by the way, was $10 when it was new. So I picked that up, and it looks like most of it's still on there. I probably will sell this in the booth. And you saw me, I found this. This is a vintage ribbon. It does say that it's made in the United States. Sometimes I like it just for the reel. I think It's so cool, the vintage look. But this is a really pretty velvet purple ribbon. Couldn't pass that up. Let's see, anything else crafty? Let me look. Oh wait, you can see it right here. This, another great thing. This is just some really thick red yarn, but this is great for wrapping Christmas presents. Just putting a pretty little bow with it. So that's kind of how I like to use this stuff. We are starting to run a little long, and I don't want to split this video up, so I'm probably not going to show you everything. There are some like kid things back there, some stuffed animals. There's the you saw that in the video where Kelly gave me the nutcracker. So there's that type of thing. I probably won't go over in detail because I want to show you some of the favorite things that I found. This was at the last stop that we made when we got back to Durham. And Kelly, if you're watching, I can't remember the name of the stop. I know that they're open every single day of the week. I do know that. I just thought he was adorable. It looks like, oh, what's his name? I can't remember, the mouse. But anyway, he looks like he's going down the river on a leaf. He's got his paddle. He's got his little backpack. Probably, I would say, maybe a candle is supposed to go in there. Just adorable. Absolutely adorable. This was at the bins, and I actually have a pencil sharpener downstairs, and I want to see if this fits it, because this is made in the USA. It says Boston on it. Let's see on the back there if that will focus for us. It probably won't, but it is made in the USA, and it's supposed to catch the shavings on your pencil sharpener. You guys know what I'm talking about because you've used them. A stapler that's absolutely filthy, needs to be cleaned. I pulled it out of a bag, but it is, again, a USA piece. I went ahead and grabbed that. This was one of my favorite finds, and I don't know what you call these. I guess they call it SCORE, S-K-O-R, crossword puzzle. Who played with these? I played with these. I remember playing with these. And it says on the back here that it can create 10,000 words. 10,000 words you can create with this. So if you're bored and you don't want to scroll through the social media things and you want to brush up on your spelling, great little toy, great vintage toy. I thought that was so cool. That's one of my favorite finds. Another one was this. I really love this. This is from JCPenney. Again, it needs to be cleaned also. I have not checked to see if the battery part of this works, but it does work. The AC part works. I don't know if the DC part works. And yeah, I thought this was pretty awesome. A great radio. And it actually is a weather radio too, so functional. I thought that, and it was in the bins. I pulled it out of the bins and it works. I think it's a great find. I think somebody's gonna love it. The very first thing that I picked up that day was this fantastic hook rug. And yes, I did get it. I did put it in the cart. I did think about it a little bit. I did get confirmation from Kelly and from Joanne if they thought it was a good idea to pick it up, and they said absolutely. It's in great condition. I think somebody's going to really, really enjoy having this. Not only is it nostalgic, but it is a really beautiful, beautiful American Eagle. So, definitely excited about that. One of my favorite finds that day. Found some cool stuff that day. This hat, my good friend Dixie, she'll probably get a laugh out of this hat. It reminds me of a hat that I already have, and one of my favorite pictures is with my friend Dixie and I was wearing a hat like this. We were having a really fun night. But I thought this would be really cute to stage in a fall booth. The colors are great, and I just thought that would be a really cute piece to stage in the booth. And then this purse was pretty neat, I thought. I think this is probably, if I had to guess, I couldn't find a date or a tag or anything in it. Let me just check in here just to make sure. But yeah, I think this is probably from the, I would say the 60s. That's my guess. I don't know if I'm right on that, but something's telling me this is probably from the 60s. Really actually in quite good condition. So I think, let's see, I think that might be it. Let me see if there's anything. Oh yeah, one more thing. Hold on. So you saw me pull this out of the bottom of the bins. And I would expect, since it was in the bottom underneath things, for it to have been damaged in some way, have a stain on it. I cannot find any damage on this. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is made in Peru. It's alpaca. It is, I just wish you could feel it. It is so soft. Whoever gets this is going to get a quality piece. It was obviously donated by somebody who takes good care of their clothing. We're getting a lot from the glare, but I mean, they dry clean it. They took good care of it. There's no odor. There's these really cool zippers on the arms. It's lined. I mean, I can't say enough about this. This is a beautiful jacket. And whoever gets this and this fits them, it's cute on the bottom, on the back. See how it is? But they're going to have a really quality piece with this piece. So another one of my favorite pieces that I found. Okay, I think that's it. There was a whole bunch more that I found. I mean, not a whole bunch more, but I'm not going to go over every single piece because I don't want this to go on forever. You're going to get bored. So that is it for this trip, this haul. We had a great day. It's always so much fun going out hunting with your friends. I highly recommend it if you're a reseller to hook up with people in your area. You like to do the same thing. You end up becoming great friends and having a good time together while you go out hunting for treasures. Everybody, thank you for joining us for the haul. And we will be back, my husband Steve and I, this week. We're going to go down to Elizabethtown, I believe, and do a little hunting down there. So I can't wait to see what we find together as we take a Saturday and go hunting. Everybody have a great week. Get out there yourself. Go find yourself a treasure and put a smile on your face and take good care.